Hi, this is Diane Greco-Allen. I'm a food relationship coach, but really I was raised in a big Italian family and with a lot of chaos. And there were 6 of us children, and a lot of people were in our life throughout childhood. And so we had to use humor a lot to get through some really tough times in our family. And the humor sometimes was good, and it turned into a lot of sarcasm. And my aunt, who was a sister of mercy, she was one of the funniest sisters of mercy out there, but she was a little over the top. And she had a sister, who my other aunt, and sometimes they'd come to our house. Well, actually, they came every Sunday. And sometimes the conversations got so out of hand in our house that Sister Carmela was talking to my father, and my Aunt Margaret would sit in the other room with a paper bag over her head. So we had some really interesting and strange situations in our household. We learned a lot about sarcasm and just actually a little other, more than sarcasm. There were some good and bad things, but there was a family that really introduced me to being a little bit lighter about things, and that was the Gillespie family. And they were part Italian and part Irish. And so we had some great friends, and they had 8 children. So we matched up pretty well with them and a lot of other big families. But when it comes to sarcasm, and there were a lot of nicknames in our household, and there was a lot of enjoyable things, but sometimes some of that humor can be insulting and hurtful. So you have to know when to use it. But I can tell you that in my immediate family now with my 4 children, the sarcasm gets so out of control that some of the conversations are just off the wall. And we connect words from movies and songs and medicine and life, daily events, and it just turns into a big collaboration of sometimes a lot of fun, but it can be sometimes just a little over the top. And if you're not used to sarcasm and humor, then it might be extremely hurtful. And I would never want to hurt anyone who's dealing with something that is going through a difficult time. So we've all been in different situations and different scenarios, understanding sometimes even nicknames, how they can be hurtful. And sometimes maybe they were created out of fun, but nicknames and sarcasm can be insulting in some scenarios. But those days of younger years sometimes repeat themselves in our brain, and so coming off a little bit cold or just coming off a little bit insensitive might be hurtful to some. So with that being said, I hope you have a wonderful day, and that if you find humor in your day, that it can help you get through things and not be hurtful or let it sink too deep into your mind or your heart, and just try to grasp those moments that will help you in mindful ways to be mentally well. Thanks.